I think it was. Oh, there's a squirrel. Wait a minute. There's a squirrel that got out today.
Yeah.
He was tired of being caged up, and now he wants back in.
Right.
Where the food is. We'll catch him in a while.
Well, he's got plenty of stuff he can pick up underneath these parrot cages.
See, this one is Houdini.
And these were at a
These are rescued.
lady's house.
Well, one, but the other one was just found walking on the road.
What?
Just released, and they put ads everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But Gail thinks that a lot of it is the problem with people have to lose their houses.
Yeah, and people say that that these birds are some of the most difficult animals to put up with. You know, of neighbors, they squawk, they're loud.
Yeah, it takes certain people who really love the birds, but these birds.
And they're worth a lot of money. They're probably worth thousands of dollars. Especially these yellowheads.
Now, Huey, that's Morgan there, and this Huey lived with somebody for 30 years.
Right.
And they couldn't take care of it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they went in a nursing home or what.
Right.
So we like to speculate what they've been through.
Right.
Ed has some good speculations on that.
Well, I had a friend who had bought a bird from a gas station in Georgia, and it was a minor bird. He used to say, "Hooray for Georgia," and used to, you know, just have these funny things to do a car starting up. You know, just had these noises that it would make.
They are very intelligent. I don't like to hear anybody say it's a bird brain, because they're smart.
Oh, yeah, and these right here, like I see you got a heron up there who's just kind of, he's probably getting stuff that's left over from the other birds.
Yeah. And they throw him a fish every now and then.
And then, so these cages here, this big thing is full of all kinds of birds. Right?
Yes.
And there's a cormorant. That's just something that somebody rescued and brought in.
Mm-hmm.
And such pretty birds.
He'll be really
And a goose.
Goose. I think they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's getting
And more squirrels.
Oh, more squirrels. Lots more squirrels.
Squirrels and raccoons.
Lots
So what are you
of
doing with a big raccoon? Has this one got a problem?
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter?
Well, I don't remember exactly. Have to ask Gail. But it's
Pretty.
that face. A lot of times they get toxins
Uh-huh.
from what people put on their yards.
Well, that ought to tell you something. Like it's not going to be too good for us.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change this battery out
Okay.
before we have... Well, why don't we just go until it has a problem, and then we'll just change it out, because you never know how much time you have. And I revel in being an amateur videographer. So these are hawks?
Mm-hmm.
Red tail, or what kind?
This one is a red shouldered.
That's a big hawk.
That one.
This one up here
And
is
this
a
one's
big
a red tail.
red tail. Well, he's good. He's a big one.
Yes.
Is that the biggest hawk we have around?
Mm-hmm. It is. And he came from Longboat.
What's that?
Yes.
So do you get a free t-shirt when you work here?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, you need a collection of t-shirts because you're sure going to get dirty.
Now what is this one right here?
It's a magpie.
A magpie.
They're not native to here, but somebody had him, and
Oh, so it was like a, and this is a vulture, baby vulture?
it is.
Hey,
It's a,
look at the swan. Ooh.
forget. Yeah, he's beautiful. I bet he came from Longboat
Yeah, could be.
because they, you know, on the golf courses, it's not the best place for animals to be.
There's an owl.
That's Athena. She
Maybe
has
we can
one eye shot
Get him
out.
from another side, and there's more owls over here.
This is a little kestrel hog
Wow.
over there. They're native. Aren't they pretty? And then we have...
What's that little one right
that's
there?
screech owl.
It's a little screech owl.
Every year we get quite a few.
Pretty cute.
And they're all released after we feed them chopped up chicken that arrives here already dead.
Right. Well, there you go.
And no live feeding here.
Can we go back further this way? Oh, you got those right there. Little screech owls. Those are screech owls, right? Hey.
I believe they're barred owls.
So these screech owls, is there anything wrong with them, or they just are?
They were brought in with when
Problems.
people cut down trees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and some toxins in them.
Well, it was so strange. You know, they did all this crazy Australian pine removal, and everybody would say, well, you know, what about when there's a bird in the tree? And, you know, oh, that's never going to be a problem. And the next thing you know, they cut down one with a nest in it. And
I know. I think before they worry about the exotics like Australian pines, these are sandhill crane.
okay, well, I'm getting some sort of warning about this tape being out. So that's what you call a handful right there. Look
at that. Hi, honey. Aren't you the cutest thing?
So what do you have, half a dozen?
There's 8.
8? Wow, where'd they come from?
Well, the Clearwater Aquarium calls Gail to come get them. And also Lowry Park Zoo.
Well, you know, I've got a recommendation. Sister Key used to be called Otter Key, and I recommend that you try to release some on Sister Key.
Okay.
Because that would be, you know, especially since the name in the 1800s was Otter Key.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Hey, babies. Hey, babies.
They will fight.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
Probably
going to.
not yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Well, that's a whole handful.
Yeah, and they're waiting.
You got one eye that just has a real screwed up pupil. Did somebody shoot you with a BB gun or something? It's like an aviary, or right?
So, mockingbird, what's the mockingbird?
Yeah, I don't want to have one get loose and, you know, be my fault. So,
You can look through here.
okay, let me just see if I. And those little doves. And you got a mockingbird up there. Another dove.
You should know.
There's a pelican. Is his name Bill? I thought that was so funny. The
That's funny.
fishermen in Cortez used to call him Bill. Say, hey, Bill. And there's another pelican. Now, is this a female or an immature?
I don't know. To tell you the truth.
Oh, and look at this. There's an osprey. Is this a baby or
No.
just an injured one?
Yeah, he's
Yeah. And more raccoons.
and more rabbits.
Oh, let me out of here. Help. Help. There's been a big mistake. I'm stuck in here. And these are some big ones. And you know, they're so social. You know, these. Whoa.
They are. I
You know, it's hard to explain how, you know, how cute they are. You know what I mean? Just the fact that they're gentle to each other, and you know, they groom each other, and the mothers are such good mothers. You know, they really spend a lot of time with their babies because